welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and today's topic might be not quite as cheery as some of my other videos have been. Basically, I wanted to talk a little bit about accepting new limits and lifestyle changes when you become ill. I wanted to talk a little bit about how having a chronic illness has affected me. I'm still undergoing many tests in order to reach a final diagnosis, but I have been unwell approximately 10 months. And there has been no improvement really. If anything, it's progressively got worse, and as a result my life is very different than it was before February of this year. I was incredibly active and walked a minimum of 3 miles a day. I also went rock climbing and to the gym, and my partner and I really enjoy going for long walks and hiking, and suddenly all of that went away, and that was so hard, because all of the things that made me feel good about myself, using my body and getting those endorphins going, was no longer an option. And even the indoor activities that I loved, like reading and art and crocheting, weren't necessarily possible all the time, because for large parts of the day, of the week, I would be unable to lift my head from my pillow. There was no way I could even turn my head. That wasn't possible, and today is a good day. So I'm doing okay, but I still have days like that. I would say I have days like that a minimum of twice a week. That's my sort of worst days, where I can't even roll over in bed. I can't move at all. And it really sucks. Like, there's no way around it really. It sucks. I think the thing that I found hardest is the fact that I'm not able to see my family and my friends as much as I'd like to, because I can't travel very far because I just don't have the energy. And if I stand up for a long period of time, I feel really unwell and dizzy, and then whoop, there you go, I'm on the floor and I can't get myself back up again, and it's the most terrifying and vulnerable feeling I've ever felt. So I can't go places where I don't know that there's going to be a chair, because I know that if I don't sit down, then I'll fall down instead, and I would personally rather sit than stand for 5 minutes and then have to be scooped up off the ground. Yeah. So this weekend I was meant to go and see a musical with my sister. She brought me the tickets for my birthday a while back, and I have been so excited to go. couldn't wait. And I think I knew realistically that it was going to be really hard and that I probably wasn't well enough to do it, but I was just so excited. I was so excited to feel myself again, to feel normal and be able to do the things that I love. So I kept telling myself that I could do it, I could definitely do it. And eventually it came down to it, and after a long discussion with multiple family members, I realised that it wasn't possible, and I couldn't do it. And my heart was so broken because it was all that I had been looking forward to. I had been completely focused for the last few months on just get better in time to enjoy this one evening. If you get better for that, it'll all be okay. And the reality is that isn't how being ill works, because that's not how bodies work. They don't follow a schedule, however much I wish they did. Let me tell you, there is nothing I love more than a nice schedule, but I don't have a body that can live to a schedule anymore. It's in its own little time zone, so you just have to be flexible however much you don't want to. But I was so heartbroken and upset about this, and my partner decided that he wanted to cheer me up. And when I was younger, I lived by the sea, and the sea is just my favourite thing in the world. It's where I feel most at peace and where I feel comfortable. My partner decided that the best way to cheer me up would be to go for a little drive and take me to see the sea, which was such a beautiful, beautiful thought. I can't describe how much that meant to me, that even though I couldn't go and visit my sister, he was still taking me to something that I loved to kind of distract me from the fact that I wasn't away like I should have been. And this is where today's story goes off the rails a little bit, because it was a wonderful and beautiful idea, and I was so happy, but the reality was that I couldn't get onto the beach. I couldn't go and put my feet in the sea because my body was still unwell. My body is still unwell, and as much as I wanted to completely forget all of the pain and all of the aching and exhaustion and just run and breathe in the sea air and feel like I was home, I couldn't, because my body couldn't hold myself up. I had my walking stick and I was dragging my feet along the ground because they wouldn't walk anymore. And my partner said to me several times, I'm sorry, this was a mistake. I'll go get the car, I'll drive, you just stay right on this spot. And I thought, no, I will see the sea. I am incredibly stubborn, and once I have something in my mind, apparently not even my own self can stop me, because I dragged my feet and myself along, and it took me probably about 15 minutes to get about 5 meters, but I didn't stop. I was crying by this point out of just sheer pain, but I kept going because I wanted the pain to be worth it. I wanted to see the sea, and I didn't get to go on the beach, and I didn't get to paddle, and I have been in bed for 3 days now because I made myself so poorly trying to walk, but I saw the sea, and as soon as I saw it, I kind of collapsed down, and my partner bundled me into a dry stairwell and sat me down, ran to get the car to come in, sort of half carry me into the car and put me in and drive me back home. But I saw the sea, and that was everything. It really was. So I suppose what I'm saying is that chronic illness or disabilities or whatever you're going through, it can suck so much, and yes, you have to change your life to fit around it, but you can still have those really beautiful moments where you just get to be happy. And for me, that was the second that I saw the sea, and I knew that I'd done it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that if anybody out there is also struggling with their health at the moment, that this video can make you feel a little bit less alone, because my word, being ill is lonely. So yeah, just hang on in there, and then maybe you will get to see the sea as well. Okay, thank you, bye.